I was on Radio Devon Wednesday, I think it was, someone told me, and I read 2 poems. They were pre-recorded, and this is the first one called Dangerman. It's a poem from my father. The donkey that bit my father on Weston-super-Mare Beach, after he'd foolishly stuck his hand in its mouth, was called Danny. Some years earlier, a monkey had done the same thing when my father offered it some peanuts when he slid his hand into a cage at Bristol Zoo. He was the kind of man who convinced himself that if he were to place his head inside the jaws of a great white shark, when he pulled it out again, it would still be attached to his shoulders. Statistically, he wasn't a very good judge of teeth. He was the John Drake of Chatsworth Gardens, but mostly only a danger to himself. One Sunday afternoon he was driving his moped across Dartmoor when the engine conked out. He climbed off, opened the tank and lit a match to see if he'd run out of petrol. Stupidity suited him. He had the kind of faith that could get killed. As far as I know, that's a true story. That's what he told me. I was listening to Radio 2 last night. I don't think anyone listens to Mark Radcliffe and Stuart McConey, and they were having this kind of feature about local radio on the show, about sort of really interesting phone-ins, like, do you know anyone who likes custard creams? Was apparently one phone. Another one was, when was the last time you went swimming? And another was, how do you dunk your biscuit in your tea? The best one was, if you were a witch, would you make a special effort with your appearance? Which I thought was quite funny. I thought, well. Anyway, I don't think it was intended to be funny, but it was funny. And this is called "I Met My First Girlfriend at a Bus Stop" on Honicknowle Green. I met my first girlfriend at a bus stop on Honicknowle Green. I know it was my first girlfriend, as I'd never had a girlfriend before. And although I don't remember the number of the bus, the colour was red and so was my jumper. When this relationship ended, I met my second girlfriend at a bus stop. This sequence continued for the next half a dozen girlfriends, and was only broken by the first of 4 girlfriends I met at a bingo hall. I can even remember the number that was called as we kissed for the first time, and the year was 1968 or 69. After I'd worked romance in bingo halls out of my system, I met further girlfriends in cinemas, supermarkets, funeral parlours. Then, in my mid to late 20s, I had no girlfriends at all, even though I caught buses regularly. Then, one night I started talking to my next-to-be girlfriend at a bus stop, when her friend came along and joined us. We started going out as a threesome. After waiting at bus stops for years, 2 come along at the same time. Now, with my midlife crisis miles behind me, I'm starting to pull at coffee mornings.